Shalom uvracha. I hope everyone's had a wonderful summer as we're coming to the end of our collective vacation. This week's parasha is Parashat Shoftim, and Parashat Shoftim comes right in the middle of the largest part of the book, the Ne'um HaMitzvot, the speech which contains a recapitulation, review of most of the Torah, as well as an introduction of many new mitzvot. However, there's a subtle shift in our parasha from many of the mitzvot and the focus up until this point. Up until this point, many of the mitzvot have focused on the personal dimension, the laws of emunah, the laws of kashrut, the laws of lo titkodedu, all kinds of laws that apply to the individual Jew. We now in this parasha focus on many of the more national dimensions of Am Yisrael, the laws of war, the laws of establishing melucha, a kingship, a monarchy, a government. In that context, the Torah here begins with 4 types of leadership that it focuses on in the first half of Parshat Shoftim. It focuses on the judicial area, the setting up of a court system, focuses on the Nevi'im, on the prophetic area, the authority of the prophet, focuses on the priesthood and the priestly class, the Kohanim, and finally on the Melech and his laws and his limitations. I'd like to specifically speak for a few minutes about one interesting part about the judiciary. The Torah says, in the context of the setting up of the court system, when you have a problem and you don't know what to do, the local court is stymied, and you go up to Yerushalayim, lamakom asher yivchar Hashem, uvat el hakohanim haLevim vel hashofet asher b'yomim hahem. You go up to the Sanhedrin. You go up to the highest court in the land, which is both a court which adjudicates difficult questions, as well as, according to our tradition, legislates, interprets the Torah, interprets the law. And the Torah says that you're supposed to follow what this Sanhedrin, what this august body decides. V'asit al pi hadavar sheyagidu lecha min hamakom hahu asher yivchar Hashem. You should follow al pi Torah sheyarucha, whatever they tell you. Lo tasur, do not deviate. Asher yagidu lecha yamin u'smol, whatever they tell you, left or right. And the rabbis, in a very startling comment, say, afilu yagidu lecha al yamin u'smol, even if they tell you what you think is right is left, and what you think is left they tell you is right, you're obligated to listen to them. What is the theological basis, the theory behind such a startling comment? The Ramban, Nachmanides, the great medieval commentator and Talmudic scholar, in a number of places in his writings, presents to us a constitutive notion of law. The notion that the rabbis themselves were given by God the authority to determine what the Bible means. Not simply on a practical level, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself, when he gave the Torah, he gave it with the proviso, because it has in it so many different potential interpretations, that what the rabbis say is itself what the Torah means. And so the Ramban here, in his commentary, writes, Lefi mashma'ut hamikra u'kavanata ki al dat shelahem hu notein lanu et Torah. It's upon their understanding of the rabbis is what God gave the Torah originally. Their understanding is the original intent. What they uncover is what the Bible means, is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu intended all along. Out of the myriad of interpretations, this is what it means. Or in the Sefer HaMitzvot, the Ramban writes, Shehu mechayev otanu, he obligates us, la'amin b'Torah kefi ha'perush sheyifarshu haim, according to the interpretation that they give it. Ki al mashma'ut shelahem hu mitzavev v'notein lanu et Torah, he says in another place. Based on their understanding, that's the Torah that God gave us. This puts a tremendous amount of authority, of dignity into the hands of the human beings, of the rabbis who've perfected their understanding of the Torah, and is part of the partnership between God and man in understanding the Torah and uncovering the correct understanding in each generation. This is something very powerful and something that I think is very beautiful in terms of the human divine partnership as we come to understand the Torah and we come to learn the Torah and appreciate the Torah. Shabbat Shalom.